Trinity Cultural Academy, Coimbatore, and New India Publishing Agency, New Delhi, welcomes you all for this presentation. And this presentation is on seed policies, which comes under the major subject plant science, seed science, and technology. This material is prepared by Dr. K. Vanangamudi, formerly Dean Agriculture, TNA Coimbatore, Dean Adiparashakti Agriculture College, Kalavai, and Professor and Head Seed Science and Technology, TNAU, Coimbatore. And so far, we have seen that seed growth and development, seed physiology, seed dormancy, seed germination, etc. And now we are and in the previous video also we have entered into the quality seed production, how the quality seeds are produced and what are the generation systems followed in India, that and all. And today we are going to see about seed policies. At the end of this lesson, you shall be able to understand the current scenario of seed production in India and the structure of seed industry and the seed policies formulated in India and the organizations involved in seed production and seed quality control and the seed production and research programs in India. And we are able to know about the challenges in seed industry and suggestions to overcome the problems in seed industry. Now let us enter into the subject. And the seed is the most important determinant of agricultural production potential, with efficacy of other agriculture inputs is independent. Seeds of appropriate characteristics are required to meet the demand of diverse agroclimatic conditions and intensive cropping systems in India. And the sustained increase in agriculture production and productivity is dependent to a larger extent on development of new and improved varieties of crops and efficient system of timely supply of quality seeds to the farmers. And the seed production scenario is concerned, and as per the Seed Act 1966 and Seed Control Order 1983 promulgated there under the new policy on seed development 1988, formed the basis of promotion and regulation of seed industries. However, have taken place in the national economic and agriculture scenario and in the international environment since the enactment of the existing seed legislation and announcement of 1988 policy. Owing to this, the seed sector has made impressive progress over the last 3 decades. And as far as the certified seed production is concerned, the area under certified seed is about less than 500 hectares in 1962 to 63 to over 5 lakh hectares in 1999 to 2000. And as well as the quantum of quality seeds also have crossed 100 lakh quintals. And the seed policies which are formulated for governing the seed quality systems are in let us see one by one as year wise. In the year 1869, the first seed testing station at Germany, Taran Saxony, is formed in the year 1869, and in the after few years later in 1871, the first seed testing laboratory in Copenhagen in Denmark was formed. And we are also knowing that IARI, Indian Agricultural Research Institute, formed in the year 1905. And in 1908, Association of Official Seed Analysts in USA is formed. And in 1919, International Crop Improvement Association in USA was formed. And in 1921, European Seed Testing Association in Denmark was formed. And in 1922, Society of Commercial Seed Technologists is formed. And in the year 1922, a Commercial Seed Analyst Association in Canada was formed. And in 1924, this year is very important in exam point of view. ISTA, International Seed Testing Association, is formed in with headquarters at Zurich, Switzerland in the year 1924, and this association publishing a journal called Seed Science and Technology, which was first published in the year 1973, which is a replacement of the proceedings of the International Seed Testing Association, which was first issued in the year 1921. And this journal was published in the every April, August and December of a year, and India became a member of ISTA in the year 1962. This year is very important in exam point of view, and the headquarters is located at Zurich, Switzerland, and the journal called Seed Science and Technology. And in the year 1928, we are all know about the Royal Commission on Agriculture submitted report that facilities for increasing supply of breeder seeds were inadequate and the varietal purity of the seed was not maintained. And in the year 1929, we are all know that ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, was formed. And in the year 1952, Grow More Seed Inquiry Committee was formed. And in 1956, seed health testing was established in IARI in the year 1956. And in 1960, seed testing laboratory at IARI New Delhi has notified as the Central Seed Testing Laboratory. And in 1961, Seed Multiplication Team Review Committee and World Seed Year is celebrated in the year 1961. This is very important in exam point of view. In which year the World Seed Year is celebrated? 1961. And the first CSTL in India, first seed testing station in India, was formed. And in 1963, we are all know about the National Seed Corporation was formed. It is a national seed producing corporation. And in the year 1966, Seed Act was passed, and it came into force in October 1969. And in 1968, seed rules were formed and seed review team report was submitted. And in 1969, Association of Official Seed Certifying Agency was formed in USA. And in 1969, State Farm Corporation of India was formed. In the year 1963, National Seed Corporation. In 1969, State Farm Corporation of India was formed. In 1969, Tarai Development Corporation was formed. This is very important. With the established with World Bank assistance, and concept of compact area approach was formed for the seed production. And in 1970, seed testing laboratory was started in Tamil Nadu. And in the year 1971, minimum seed certification standards was fixed for the seeds for the production of quality seeds. In 1971, National Commission on Agriculture was submitted and Indian Society of Seed Technologists was framed, ISST. In 1972, Department of Seed Technology was started in TNAU, Coimbatore, and ICRISAT was formed in Hyderabad. Was established in Hyderabad, International Crop Research Institute for Semi-Arid Tropics, Hyderabad. And in 1972, we all know that ISST, Indian Society of Seed Technologies, was framed in the year 1971. And in 1972, it was organizing a first All India Seed Seminar. And in seed certification agencies and central seed certification boards are formed in the year 1972. And the first seed technology course in India at TNAU is formed in the year 1973. And 1974, National Seed Program was established. And in 1975, the project report on National Seed Project was submitted, and it occurs in 3 phases. In 1976 is the first phase, and 1981 first workshop on seed technology and a National Seed Project was held. And in 1981, National Seed Project second phase was occurred. And we all know that in the year 1983, Seed Control Order under the Essential Commodities Act 1956. And in 1986, seed certification was started in India. In which year seed certification was started in India? 1986. And the breeder seed supply policy was also formed in the year 1986. And in 1987, an expert group on seed was constituted and the report was submitted in 1989. And the very important point, in the year 1988, a new seed policy, that is new seed policy on seed development, was formed to encourage import of seed and planting material, which was announced in September. And in the year 1989, plants, fruits and seeds order was framed. And in 1990, National Seed Project third phase was started. In the year 1993, Plant Variety Act was formed. In 1994, GATT approval. Government of India signed for GATT approval. General Agreement on Tariff and Trade approval and ISTA rules was revised. And in the year 1999, Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Right was framed. And in the year 2001, it came as an act, Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Right Act. In the year 2002, National Seed Policy was formed. New seed policy was formed in 1988, whereas National Seed Policy was formed in the year 2002. And in 2003, PPVFRA, Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Right Act, was implemented in India, and Plant Quarantine Order was framed. And in the year 2004, an act to replace the Seed Act 1966 was framed as a new seed bill, and the Directorate of Seed Research was formed in the year 2004. It was located in Mao, Uttar Pradesh. And in 2005, National Seed Research and Training Center at Varanasi, UP was established. And in 2016, Directorate of Seed Research was renamed to Indian Institute of Seed Science, which was located in Mao, Uttar Pradesh. So far, we have seen the different seed policies which are formulated for governing the quality seed production, which are formulated in India. And the structure of seed industry as per Seed Act is 1966 is under the Government of India, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Central Seed Committee was formed. Under Central Seed Committee, Central Seed Certification Board, National Seed Corporation, Central Seed Testing Laboratory, and Central Committee on Crop Notification and Variety Release. There are 4 divisions under the Central Seed Committee. There are 4 divisions in Central Seed Committee, as the Central Seed Certification Board is for quality seed production, which certifies only the quality seeds. And the National Seed Corporation is for the production of nation quality seeds, and Central Seed Testing Laboratory is for testing the quality of seed, and the Central Committee on Crop Notification Standard is for the release of newly improved varieties. And under the Central Seed Certification Board, seed certification is one part and seed law enforcement is one part. Under Central Seed Certification, State Seed Certification is also comes under this only. And Central Seed Law Enforcement, Seed Inspection is comes under. And under the National Seed Corporation, there are it involves the seed production process only under the public, cooperative and private sectors. And Central Seed Testing Laboratory is for seed testing, under which state seed testing laboratory is functioning. And the Central Committee on Crop Notification Standards and Variety Release, under the State Variety Release Committee was functioning. And the organizations which are involved in implementation of the above said seed policies are, the first important one is National Seed Corporation, which is a seed production organization as a public sector organization, and it's a national level organization which is a National Seed Corporation, which was established in the year 1963. It was located in New Delhi, and it produces and distributes breeder seed, foundation seed and certified seed. It has a regional office at state level to perform its function, and it also take up the processing, storage and training programs for seed production, as well as the publicity of the varieties and distribution of vegetable seeds. And it plays an important role in formation of seed act and rules, because before the implement of Seed Act and seed rules, National Seed Corporation was formed. That is 1963. Seed Act was framed in the year 1966. So State Farm, next one is State Farm Corporation of India, which is functioning at a national level, which was formed in the year 1969, and it take up the production and distribution of breeder seed and foundation seed at national level through the mechanized form, and it also imparts training. And at state level, State Seed Corporation, which is functioning under the State Farm Corporation of India, and it is formed by respective states, and it producing foundation and certified seed. And under the state level, Department of Agriculture was functioning, and the part of seed requirement is met out by Department of Agriculture through the seed production in state seed farms and seed farms organized in the farmers holding. And in case of private sector is concerned, a large number of small private and multinational seed companies are developed after the implementation of new seed policy, that is new policy on seed development in the year 1988. The multinational companies, the top 10 multinational seed companies in India are Monsanto and Seminis, which is the headquarters at USA, DuPont Pioneer at USA, Syngenta, we are all know that Switzerland, and Lima Green, which was headquartered at France, KWSAG located at Germany, Land O'Lakes in USA, Sakata in Japan, Bayer, an important multinational company headquartered at Germany, Taki Seeds in Japan, and DLF Trifolium Seeds and Science in Denmark. And the next state level seed production organization is a cooperative sector. It produces seeds either through contact farmers or through shareholders. The next one is seed quality control system. Quality seed production was stressed in Indian seed industry based on Seed Act 1966, formulated by Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India. To implement the Seed Act, Seed Act was enacted in 1969, and following government agencies and organizations are involved in quality seed control system: Seed Certification Agency, Seed Law Enforcement Wing, Seed Testing Laboratory, and State Variety Release and Notification Center. These are the four wings involved in quality seed control system that we have already seen in the structure of seed industry. As far as seed production and research is concerned, the ICAR National Seed Project is the first one, based on the recommendation of Seed Review Committee in the year 1968 and National Agriculture Commission in 1991 and 1996. And to strengthen the seed industries in India, Government of India launched a National Seed Program in 1974. As years later, 1 year later, National Seed Program as National Seed Project was implemented in 1975 to 1976 with assistance from World Bank. And the NSP, National Seed Project, was functioning our country in 3 phases, as phase 1 76 to 81 and 81 to 86 and 87 to till date. From 2003, it is functioning as an NSP, National Seed Project Crops, and it is continuously progressing in dealing with seed production and research related development of seed industry. The main function of National Seed Project is to strengthen the breeder seed foundation as well as certified seed production by National Seed Corporation, State Farm Corporation, State Seed Corporation and private agencies, and its major function is to recognizing National Seed Corporation as a coordinating body for planning and advisory committee for seed production, processing and marketing, and to strengthen the seed production and to strengthen the infrastructure facilities for seed testing, seed certification, as well as the research on seed technologies in the selected institutes and universities. What are all the current challenges faced by the farmer in seed industry are farm saved seeds and research on poor farmer needs. Farmers can commercialize the informal seed sale and inadequate service and supply system, low productivity and low level of adoption of technology, and high post harvest losses, and to attempt to establish very broad pattern, collection of royalties by public institution, exclusive rights to private companies, concentration of power to private, regulation of transgenic crops. Only environmentally viable transgenics will be recommended for release, and examination of toxicity and other safety related aspects. And the India is endowed with irrigated land as a critical mass and level of growth that it could use not only to cater the growing country's requirement but also to make a concerted effort for global trade under the provision of World Trade Organization. And the suggestions for the further strengthening of seed industry is to place the seed industry for serving both national and international market. The following suggestions are made as seed generation system of multiplication like a nuclear seed, breeder seed, foundation seed 1, foundation seed 2 and certified seed should be strictly followed, and seed village scheme needs to be promoted. Contract seed production at farmers field could be encouraged, and providing incentives and adequate infrastructure facilities like power, irrigation, credit for private seed producers are provided. Identification of potential seed production areas, declaring as seed valley and encouraging public-private partnership in that particular region. And scientific seed processing and storage areas should be strengthened. Seed bank it may be established to meet the demand during natural calamities, and enforcing the quality control taking into consideration of transgenic seeds, and providing advisory services on intellectual property matters and legal services to the needy companies, seed producers and growers, and providing intensive training to the stakeholders in quality seed production, increasing awareness and adoption of hybrid seeds by the farmers. And then important points are discussed here. Seed Act was passed in the year 1966 and it was came into force in the year 1969, and seed rules was framed in 1968, and seed control order was seed control order was framed in 1983, and the new seed policy in the year 1988 and 1988, and PPV FRA Act 2001 was implemented in 2003, and the Indian Seed Organization is functioning as like this. In case of central sector is concerned, National Seed Corporation, which was formed in 1963, and the State Farm Corporation of India, which was framed in the year 1969. And at state level, State Seed Corporation and Department of Agriculture is functioning. And in case of cooperative sector, it is producing seeds through the contract farmers or stakeholders. And in case of private sector is concerned, there are many multinational companies which are involved in seed production, and there are few as Monsanto, DuPont, Syngenta and Bayer. And the National Seed Program was started in the year 1974, and it is renamed as National Seed Project Crops in the year 2003, and it occurs in three phases as 1976 to 81 as the first phase, and in phase 2 81 to 86, and in phase 3 1987 to till date. Thank you friends, thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe our YouTube channel to get the upcoming videos. In the further slides we are going to deal with seed planning programs which are followed in India. And thank you for watching.